Good evening. The fate of those crumbling roads will be decided in just 48 hours. Election Day is Tuesday, and that's when Michigan voters will decide whether to increase the sales tax to raise money for roads. City clerks opened their offices over the weekend to make sure people had the chance to cast their ballots early. But as Joy Wang reports, turnout was lower than expected.
You're looking at about a third of what Lansing usually sees in absentee ballots the weekend before a major election.
Based on what's happened with the absentees in the last 2 or 3 weeks, it's slowed down, so I'm kind of thinking it's not going to be a huge turnout.
Michigan voters will have to decide whether to pass Proposal 1, which would raise money to fix our roads.
But it just hasn't seemed to have gained a lot of traction with the voters, so I think that's why our number of absentee requests has kind of dropped off.
Here in East Lansing, turnout has been a little better, and the city clerk tells me that's probably because of the 2 charter amendment questions that registered voters here can decide on.
Just because of those local questions, I actually ordered more ballots than was recommended.
Voters will decide on approval changes to the sale of city-owned property and the decriminalization of possession of small amounts of marijuana in certain circumstances.
I know people are very, very passionate about the 2 East Lansing specific issues, and so hopefully we'll see them come out on Tuesday.
I spoke with people around the area, and very few showed support for Proposal 1.
We got to do something about roads, and we've got to sustain schools, and it's maybe not the best proposal, but it's the only one we got.
Recent polls show it likely won't pass, with one saying 2/3 of people oppose it.
I'm just not comfortable with increasing the sales tax.
I think they'll have to raise the money somewhere else, because I don't think obviously this is going to pass.
Voting polls are open from 7 to 8 on Tuesday. Joy Wang, Fox 47 News.
If you plan to bring in your absentee ballot on Election Day, you'll need to go back to your local clerk's office. But if you decide to vote in person, you can bring that ballot to a regular polling location, surrender it, and then vote at the precinct.